Hello everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive here. We're going to do a little reading for Libras, and this is for any placement of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. And I'm going to use a variety of tarot and oracle cards, and I'll deliver channeled messages. And this is all about self-care. It's all about you, all about taking care of you, things that may need your attention, and we'll have a focus somewhat on the chakras. So little energy centers there. Let's see what we have for you. So spiritual work, break free of your negative patterns. So this could be something that needs your attention, something you may be working on. I love how they actually incorporate all of the colors of the rainbow in this card. So definitely on the right track for, looking into our chakras and what they might be trying to communicate with us. What else do we have? So it'll be a standard tarot reading, but again, it'll have a bit of a focus on chakras. Lifestyle wellness. So turning lemons into lemonade. And that nice yellow makes me think of our solar plexus chakra. The I can, I will, and I do. All about your willpower, right? Your confidence. Your ego lives there. All right, what else do we have? Mental wellness. Fuel your creative ideas. This makes me think of the sacral chakra, the fire in the belly, the creation, the orange. Yeah, sacral. I think I said sacral, right? And then mental wellness, heal the shadows of your mind. All right. This actually, because of the blue, it's making me think of our throat chakra, the expression of what's on our mind. Let's see what else we have. We'll use the color goddess casting cards, and then we'll get some tarot cards. For Libra, please. All the decks I use are down below. And I don't have a name for this one, but it is themes of like wellness. So that's from Maruka X. And first card out, Sky. Limitations, flight, or limitlessness, sorry. Limitlessness, faith, and flight. Beautiful sky blue color. By the way, fellow Libras, happy birthday. All right, so underneath that spiritual work, you have break free of negative patterns with a card all about your limitless potential. To conceptualize how you want things to be, to actually create how you want things to be. Again, having faith in your ability to fly. Turning lemons into lemonade is clarified by angels, purity, and radiance. The color is white. This makes me think too of just your uniqueness and maybe your unique ability to turn lemons into lemonade, as this says, and to kind of always see the positive in something. And that's a lovely quality to have, but as long as we want to make sure that we're still allowing ourselves to process what needs to be processed. You don't always have to say you feel great, just because other people can't handle it if you say, hey, I'm having a rough day. So it's important to honor our feelings is all I'm saying, right? I'm not a therapist or anything, but just a little personal advice there. Let's see, without knowing your situation though. All right, what else? Mental wellness. Fuel your creative ideas. Clarified by emotions, love, unity, rose. Lovely. So now we have actually all of these could be names. Rose, white, could be a last name, right? And then sky, that could be a first name. So I'm just noticing that there are several names on the table now. I think for the emotions, love, and unity, it seems like maybe some of you are having a hard time getting someone or others on board with a particular, a word I'm actually hearing clairaudiently is mission. And just maybe how to get people to see more beauty in life. What else do we have? Could be randomly specific, I know. lilac and purple. So we have two that came out together, lilac and purple. And they're both, they both have purple in them. And this is about possibly healing some sort of, because it says heal the shadows of your mind. And when I see this card, it makes me think of inner child work. So healing, something that maybe has been this just something related to youth, or someone who's a child, or you yourself are maybe also freeing yourself to kind of have this new beginning, this new start, because they have the Fool card on there. So it's having that optimism of the Fool or of a child. Maybe adding a little more play, a little more fun into your life. And then you have purple here with dignity, mobility, and prominence. You are a majestic being in and of yourself there, Libra. Let's see. Let's get the Muse Tarot by Chrysanne. A few cards out. You'll notice there are chess pieces on this card. And it does make me think about how you're maneuvering something, how you're maneuvering a new plan, maybe, possibly. Or even, I've been getting for a while now, sort of like a new identity. Something could be shifting there. And, yeah, you'll know. Let's see. Oh, we have the Six of Materials. Six of Materials. And that's the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is that balancing out, right? Balancing the energy. And there's this, it's kind of coming back to identity or something, because it feels as though there could be this real turning point, as far as wanting to change something, step into this new version of yourself, or new sort of lifestyle, or new way of being, but then also being kind of pulled back to what's familiar. I don't usually get that on the Six of Materials, on the Six of Pentacles, but I am getting that right now. And it's sort of like, don't limit yourself by the past or by your present right now. What else do we have for Libra? Nine of Voices. Yeah, Nine of Swords here. It's like letting those, the loudest voices in your head maybe not be the most positive. So we need to shift that somehow, looking at yourself with more love, more compassion. Yeah, and realizing that, you can't help everything that happens, right? Let's see what else we get with it. The High Priestess. Yeah, the High Priestess. Yeah, they just call it the Priestess on this card. But the High Priestess, I mean, that's kind of realizing too that we're all works in progress, because they see all the stages to something, all the development, right? With the phases of the moon. So, and I do feel there's this, sometimes there could be this push and pull, or this uncertainty even of as far as what's intuition and what's your mind, what's fear coming through. The High Priestess here is showing me that a lot of you are working on knowing the difference. Let's see what else we have. The Ace of Cups. So they call it the Ace of Emotions in this deck. So the Ace of Cups is what's clarifying emotions, love, and unity. So this is a new idea, a new love. Maybe you're falling in love with yourself again, or you're falling in love with the idea of something. But this is like sort of a change of feeling, and it could be based on something intuitive that comes in. What else do we have? That's very heart chakra feeling. There's a lot of heart chakra feeling actually with this. Heart chakra and third eye mostly, I would say, because with the purples and the pinks and the greens. The pink and the green would be the heart chakra, and then the purple is third eye stuff. But it's beyond that. I mean, that's why we're going to incorporate everything, because we have all that. There's a tendency here, I'm hearing, like there's a tendency to just want to create and push through without actually necessarily going too deep into the emotions. maybe some of you have something that you do creatively to express your emotions rather than like talking, for example. So I'm just kind of getting this energy there. And then there's 7 of voices there. You'll see the foxes on the card. I think for some of you, you've maybe allowed some of the voices of others or in the past to kind of sweep in and take over at times. And I do get that there's this, that could be weighing you down in some way and maybe holding you back in some way. So weighing you down, holding you back, possibly. Let's see what else. I'm getting something here. I'm hearing clairaudiently something about like a showdown, or maybe you're looking for ways to showcase your talents too, or to show yourself or show others even that you're more than maybe what they had assumed. And you have the Hierophant in reverse. So a Hierophant in reverse is rebellion. That's like personal belief taking over. That's your freedom right there. I love that. What else? The Page of Emotions, pardon me, Page of Emotions in reverse. So that's the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse can speak to emotional immaturity or feeling vulnerable in some way. Like it could be scary, perhaps, to you to put yourself out there. Maybe you're afraid of getting hurt in some way. It can be hard sometimes to put something out there, say it's a creative project that you've been working on for a while, and then if people don't like it, that's always a fear for most of us, is that, well, what if they don't like it? Because it's something you've put your heart and soul into, and it would just hurt so much if they didn't like it. But at some point we have to just take that chance, right? We can't live our lives for others. And here's the 2 of Materials. So focusing on, trying to balance that. Again, there's this focus of not a complete overhaul of like who you are, but really maybe taking a chance that you've never thought you would or could. There's weighing up some options here. So, because some of you have a couple of choices, but there's always that temptation to do what's safe and familiar, right? Let's get some other chakra cards here. So they're specific to the chakras here. So this is harmony makes the song of life sweeter. So this is all about balancing your chakras. This is the stones associated are labradorite, turquoise, and green jasper. And that's very heart chakra energy too. Right, kind of balancing things out so you feel better, on like a heart level. You also have throat chakra here. Truth, speak from the heart. It's the only thing worth listening to. So what are you not speaking the truth of or about? Let's find out. I think with chakra balance, I think they're incorporating all of the chakras, right? The main 7 anyway. So they're incorporating all 7. I'm feeling heart energy a lot, but yeah. Let's see what we have. Whoops, that was way too many. What are we speaking from the heart? Night of Inspiration. Okay, speaking from the heart, and that's like what you're feeling passion for. And really going for it. Living your truth, not just speaking it, but living it too. Expressing it in some way, creative expression, etc. That's a very free-spirited energy. Let's get another chakra card. We're going to get some affirmations too. 1 for each chakra later on. And you have throat chakra again. Pardon me. Yeah, again, creativity. That's what I just said. Pardon me. Using creativity to transform your pain into positivity. Exactly. We are on the right track here, because that's what I said. Maybe some of you express yourself in not so much speaking, but in words. Because the throat chakra doesn't just have to do with talking. I mean, what about people who don't speak audibly, right? Like that's, you know, they have other ways of expressing themselves, just like we all have other ways of expressing ourselves. Most of communication is nonverbal, right? What else do we have? What else are we focusing on? Signs. Okay, so this is third eye chakra. It's connected to lepidolite. Oh, I didn't say they were connecting this one to amazonite, the throat chakra one. And then they were connecting turquoise to this throat chakra one. So now turquoise has come up a couple of times. And even that sky card, you could say it's similar to turquoise. So maybe you have something, a connection with turquoise, or even the month of December. All right, so signs. So there will be signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. Let's get a card on that. Tell us more, please. Signs to guide us on our true path. And where are they coming from? Oh, the Eight of Voices. Yeah, this is like tuning into your own intuition. That's so interesting because this is definitely a third eye kind of card, right? They have the blindfold on. They're going within. That Eight of Swords. And know that you are not trapped, because this can be a card of feeling trapped, stuck. And, you know, allow your mind, allow yourself to free yourself from that illusion of being trapped in a nightmare, because it's like on top of that Nine of Swords. But you also have that High Priestess. So there's that balance of, you know, tuning into your own third eye chakra, your own ability to intuit messages and signs and things and synchronicities, and working with the High Priestess kind of energy in order to do that, to free yourself from anything that feels scary, a repeat pattern, not seeing your way out of something, anything that feels like a nightmare, basically, any sort of hopelessness, freeing yourself with your own intuitive energy and trusting yourself, right? What else for Libra? Another chakra love card. Third eye chakra again. The stone connected is fluorite. And this is about destiny. So follow your instincts. They lead you to the truth. There it is. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for clarifying that. Now we're going to actually get another one of these. And you have chakra balance again. The only illusion is separation. Oh, interesting, right? The only illusion is separation. Everything is connected, all connected. It's about unity. Stones connected are new jade, amethyst, and blue lace agate. Let's get a card on that, actually. I'm getting to, intuitively, there's something that you're wanting to maybe clear up, too. So we have the wheel. So the only illusion is separation. Some of you, this could be a complete shift in direction. There could be some, you know, a big realization coming in. Maybe it does have something to do with, you know, the unity and how things are all connected. We're all connected. But this is a card of cycles and of your destiny, really, of good fortune, too, coming in. Let's get a clarifier on it. Yep, Nine of Emotions. That's fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Nine of Cups. All right, this is abundance in some way. And I like that, you know, you have where you're wrapping something up here, possibly, or changing direction. But with the wheel, we always have to take the wheel ourselves and drive and go in the direction that, you know, we have to basically take our power back, right? And then you have crown chakra here. You're part of the universe and always will be. Even if you're feeling alone, or, you know, deserted in some way. It's connected to tourmalated quartz, and it's about oneness in the crown chakra in general. That's your connection to source. And we have more of balancing chakras. So out of chaos comes creation. Remember we were getting the Scarab Beetle card, Chaos Magic, from the Britta Bowman deck? That sometimes things are falling apart to fall into place. Same kind of idea. It's about cycles, you know? Endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. So stones connected are, again, Amazonite, peach moonstone, carnelian, and red jasper. And then you have embrace the balance between earth and spirit. And this is connecting to rose quartz, hematite, clear quartz. So for those of you who like crystals, gemstones, this is a good reading for you, right? Because we're incorporating the crystals as well. And let's see what we have. As far as the balancing between earth and spirit. Chaos comes creation. So Queen of Materials. Oh, yes. All right. And this is someone who is very resourceful. The Queen of Materials, the Queen of Pentacles. I would say this is someone who's very grounded and centered, right? This is someone who's really good at the things around the home or health matters or finances. They're really good in a practical sense too. But this can certainly be a card of opportunity, of feeling comfortable in general. Kind of feeling also that connection to the earth. For sure, feeling the connection to the earth and to spirit. Again, so much balance happening here. And there's the Three of Pentacles. 3 heads are better than 1, right, on this card. So there could be some sort of also a balance of maybe even accepting help, working with others versus where that stops and you do things on your own, or like where other people start or stop and you begin and vice versa. Like, because for some of us, we need the boundary, you know, because it's one thing to say, embrace, you know, the fact that everything is connected, unity, right? But then sometimes we also have to have autonomy. So again, it seems to be coming down to all this balancing, you know, and you have the 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles, and those are cards of balancing things too. Maybe you have something too, like you're balancing, such as hormones or emotions, how you feel about something. So here's crown chakra yet again. Now it's interesting to me, you have all these upper chakras. You have balance in general, but then you have throat and third eye. You've only had throat and third eye. And they have all of the chakras in this deck. So that's they have the others in here. You're just not getting them. So I think a lot of you really are focusing on things like, well, meditation to see more clearly. To see more clearly, close your eyes, right? That's that 8 of Swords. That's also the High Priestess, right? Really going within. So this is connecting to the stone of howlite. More crown chakra and third eye. You have only third eye, crown, and throat, right? The upper 3. I'm not seeing heart, solar, sacral, or root. That's interesting. Very interesting, Libra. What else? Tell us. Well, I mean, are there some other spiritual practices that we could be implementing? Let's go into this Celtic Sprue deck and see. Oh, I have one flying out at me. I have 2. So divine messages and taking action. Some of you actually, we've been getting this message a little bit too. We'll ask for messages and then we'll get them and then we don't respond, or we ask again. So, I mean, if it was a person, right? If spirit were a person, and say it's you and your friend keeps asking for help or advice and you give it, but then they never take it and they just keep asking again. And you're like, but I already told you what I think. I already did this, or I already gave you this. You know, it'd kind of be like when you get a little frustrated. Well, I think sometimes we tend to do that when we're, you know, manifesting or putting our wishes out there in some way, getting those messages from a higher source, but then we don't necessarily act on it. And instead, maybe we ask again, or we add something else onto that we'd already asked for. So just being mindful of that, and you know, being grateful for the messages that do come in from a higher source, and maybe implementing or going in the direction of one small thing, right? Just taking action on something. Because some of us could be getting the answers and we may already know, but yet we keep, you know, looking to different other external sources for the answer that you actually already know. You know, we all do it, I think. So, all right, let's see what else we have. More advice, please. More advice. I'm hearing something now about saving. Saving what? We have out of alignment. So life and chakras need alignment. Hey, I love this in a chakra reading. Yeah. So something could be feeling out of alignment. You may be feeling out of alignment. Oh, let's see. I don't have anything else on that, actually. Yeah, redistributing the energy, getting balanced somehow. You can always look up ways to do that. We can talk about some here. How can we, maybe this will help us. How do we get into alignment? Mirror. So see things clearly. Little mirror work, little shadow work. You have meditation here. Being creative in some way, expressing in some way. What else do we have? Cord cutting. So this could be energetic ties that need to be severed in some way. It's important to release with love and light, though. I will say that cord cutting should not be this harsh, it needs to be done in the right way or it won't be effective. What else do we have for the Libra collective? I'm hearing clairaudiently right now, Sudan. So, or Sudanese. Okay, so I am hearing that. I get a lot of messages clairaudiently. So you also have timing here. So patience, wait for the right time. Some of you may have your answer, but yeah, you're waiting for the right time. The time on the clock here is 1:20. Maybe that means something for you. January 20th could mean something for you. 1:20. What else do we have? I'm hearing too, like, you don't have to get it perfect, but for some of you, it's like just needing to take action. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's, we should be taking some kind of action if it feels right? You only do what resonates, right? This is a general reading. Read the disclaimer, blah, 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 right? Okay. And you have nature. So nature, crystals, getting in touch with your inner, green goddess or witch or whatever you want to call it. What else? Protection. So protect your house and your home. You could do things like, chanting. You could use Palo Santo right here. You could use sage sticks. You can use salt. You can do sound healing. There's all different ways, right? With crystals, with whatever. You can use a lot of different things to cleanse your energy and yourself. Cleanse your own self and the other energy around you, in your home, in your car. Do all of it. Water could mean something or be helpful for you too, cleansing with water. Clairvoyance, okay? So some of you may be seeing in the mind's eye, and you may also be having psychic dreams in some way. Again, there's a focus on crystals, so a lot of you are doing things with crystals, or maybe the name crystal means something. And then I just actually am hearing a name like Harper too. And then I did just hear the state of Michigan. So you also have runes here, the original and ancient divination tools. Okay. Maybe some of you use those. Let's see. So let's see. Let's get some, I do want to get some affirmation cards. Now for one for each chakra. Okay, so we're going to start with the root chakra. So I'm just going to find one that's red. Root chakra. So this is about your safety. Okay. So your root chakra is the I am safe chakra. I let go of the need for protection when I realize that I'm safe. I trust my instincts and inner guidance to help navigate me through life's twists and turns. And I can cope with adversity because I'm always there for myself in a loving and supportive way. That is for your root chakra, which would be chakra 1 at the base of your tailbone. And next, we have sacral chakra. Okay, sensuality. The color associated is orange. And it says, I experience pleasure. So this is about sensuality and pleasure are my birthright, to be experienced with blissful joy. And it's safe for me to be sensual and be respected for this. Pleasure and enjoyment are good, clean, and healthy. Covering this up. Okay, so what else do we have? We'll get something yellow for the solar plexus chakra. I'm trying to make these a little brief here. This is about individuation. So this is about following your own path, Libra. So recognizing others as different aspects of consciousness. no greater or lesser than myself, all journeying at our own pace. Right? So this is acknowledging, accepting, and celebrating differences, and realizing, Libra, that you are a divine and unique spark of the divine. You're a unique spark of the divine. So this is about expressing your own uniqueness. And what else do we have? We'll do heart chakra one. And this is openness. Oh, look at the pretty dove. Openness with heart chakra. And on this card, it says, I give. So this is about being free to give generously to others and to do so with love. So it's, as I weave loving kindness out into the world, I receive loving kindness from the universal web. This is breathing love, light, and nourishment into the body, mind, and spirit, allowing the inner well of resource to be fully replenished. So as you give, you receive, vice versa. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped the... no, I didn't. I didn't skip anything. Okay. Throat chakra. Throat chakra. Space. And this says, I have space. So this is about having all the space you need to flourish, grow, and express yourself. It says, I take up my space in all areas of my life. The space around me is clear, and I continue to cleanse and make sacred my space. So again, you're being given that message of cleansing, energetic cleansing, spiritual protection, all of that. And I just had this strength card fall onto my lap. All right. So really doing this, exercising your full power. I find it interesting it's coming out when we're talking about cleansing, and it's really you maintaining your power and keeping your energy sacred, and only sharing what you wish to share with others, and not giving more than you feel you can, right? It should never be at a detriment to yourself. So this is about self-respect too. And we'll go to third eye and then crown. So third eye chakra, unity. Here's that word again, folks, unity. So this is about seeing the unity and harmony within polarities. And choosing to align with balance, harmony, and love. It's seeing things with fresh eyes too. And crown chakra, and without judgment too, like not judging yourself for messages you receive or something that you could be feeling, right? Crown chakra, connection. I recognize the interconnectedness of all life. This is about feeling connected always. It says, I honor my connection to all that is. I embody universal love. I'm worthy of God's unconditional love. I'm open to the new connections and possibilities as I explore the gift of consciousness. So let's see. So these are the chakra beliefs for change. Here's the box. Okay, and the deck is down below. Now I do want to get some other messages though. Just let's get some messages as far as what we need to release, perhaps as part of our cleansing. Haven't done a reading like this in a while, so let me know what you think. Just like to change it up a bit. I've been doing a lot of special readings lately, so I've done your birthday reading. I did a harvest reading. I did a October reading. We did a 3-eye atlas reading and how it's, I believe, a third eye activation, and etc., and go on and on. We did 10-10 portal. We talked about the full moon. Now we're doing this. Okay. So lots of different ones. So surrender your attachment to results, Libra. So the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let it go, right? Because hanging on too tightly or really questioning all the signs you're getting could maybe be interfering in some way. Interestingly enough, okay, I just had this one fall out onto the floor. Nothing else went with it. Nope, nothing went with it. And it's the third eye chakra. I just mentioned 3-eye and third eye. So intuition, insight, self-awareness. Yep. It's no coincidence that 3-eye is so similar to third eye, right? Okay. All right. And then surrender to receiving support and love, Libra. So this is about allowing the love and the support of others in, instead of trying to handle absolutely everything yourself. Yes, you're strong, Libra. We know. We know that. Libras, I feel, are one of the signs, or maybe the sign, that has had it very rough for several years now, right? That's one reason I wanted to do a Libra specific channel, because I feel like a lot of Libras have really, we've been living through it, but we're doing it. We're doing it, right? So this is about, when you try to handle everything on yourself, just like, you don't have this endless supply of energy, right? So it's important to take that pressure off every so often. Maybe it is through having some fun, laughing, giving yourself a little day off, or whatever it is, even if it's a 10-minute break, just something, and allowing others to help you. You've helped them a lot, so maybe it's their turn to help you, and maybe they'll feel good doing it. So look at it that way. You're giving others an opportunity to feel what it's like to be on the other end, rather than you always giving. So more advice for Spirit, please, from the Enchanted Path Oracle. Visualize. So see your dreams clearly in your mind's eye. This is all about your third eye. Seriously, this whole reading is like, following, like, listen to those signs, Libra. You have all this purple and violet all over the reading here. And then you have forgiveness. So forgive yourself and others to free your heart. And then you can be open, right? You had openness for your heart chakra card. Your heart can be open again. What else? Let's get some empath empowerment cards. So many of us are empaths here. Tame that negative thinking. So this is when negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them, and then shift them to a larger, more compassionate perspective. Yeah. And again, it's this connection to you realizing the limitlessness of your, of dream setting, goal setting, And like I said, I just said, I'm not trying to contradict myself here. I just said that you have, none of us have this like infinite supply of energy to give, right? But it is about the balance, right? And sometimes the negative thoughts can really drain our energy, or even the negative thoughts are just negative vibes of other people. But as far as you seeing yourself as, a divine being, you have divine will here. This is like, you are in that way, things are limitless. The magic within you is limitless. Like, the goal setting and should be limitless. Like, we shouldn't be, playing it's too small. This is not really a time to play it small anymore. It seems like, take those bigger risks if you feel comfortable. But this is aligning your will with the divine will. So you're allowing wisdom from the higher realms to support you and guide you on this earth. So your growth is limitlessness. Your potential, maybe there's no limit on potential, right? But, potential doesn't mean anything if we don't act on it. So there is that element here in this reading of acting on it. Everything is balanced, it's yeah, let's see. Nothing is like absolute, right? All right. Okay, what else do we have? Remember your gifts. Focus on your blessings rather than dwelling on adversity. Pause and give thanks for gifts such as sensitivity, intuition, health, friendships, or family. Maybe your connection to animals too, or to the earth. Yeah. Because our sensitivities, they really are gifts, even though when we were younger, we were probably told that was not the case. Yeah, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. They are gifts. Just like anything, we have to take care of them. Let's see what else we have for Libra. Some final messages for Libra, please, for the Libra Collective. If you enjoy this reading, please do like the video, hype the video, comment below, become a member, and subscribe. Subscribing and liking the video and commenting and hyping, That's all totally free. And it does help. I mean, yeah, it definitely helps. It goes a long way. Just those little things that take 1 second and are free. All right. And thanks to all of you who already do all those things. Thank you. All right. Card 41. Oh, I love the black cat here. This is a beautiful card. Look at that. And it has, again, it has all the rainbow colors. So I really love this at the end of a chakra care kind of reading. So this says, I'm sacred and my energy is sacred. I do what's best for my soul. My awareness is my tool for manifesting my next level. Meow, meow. Now, in the book, this is the Divine Chakra Oracle by Britta Bowman. And talking about card 41, this is about, let's see. Oh my gosh, Libra. It's the transformative realm of the third eye. Again, it's so much about third eye. Wow. Okay, so this is about, if you haven't seen the 3-Eye Atlas Third Eye Experience video, you might want to see that. Just saying, it was like last week. The thumbnail's green and stuff. And anyway, yeah. So this is like you being called to embrace the sacred essence of your being and harness the power of your awareness to manifest your highest potential. Just mentioned that, the limitlessness of your potential, Libra. So as you connect with your third eye, allow the wisdom of your soul to guide you on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. This is about you being in the presence of mystical black cat here, right? And that's a symbol of intuition, magic, and spiritual protection. So with its keen senses and an enigmatic presence, the black cat invites you to explore the depths of your subconscious mind and unlock the hidden truths within. So even though there's mysterious energy associated with this cat, it can guide you and help you navigate the realms of consciousness and tap into the universal wisdom that resides within you, Libra. So surrounding the black cat is a mesmerizing fractal vortex of colors, swirling and shifting in an intricate dance of light, darkness, and energy. Each hue represents a unique aspect of the universe, reflecting the infinite diversity and interconnectedness of all creation. So as you gaze up this kaleidoscope display, feel yourself drawn into the depths of universal energy, of consciousness, where the boundaries between self and others dissolve and the true nature of reality is revealed. So this is a moment of identity shift, as I said at the beginning of the reading. I've been feeling this energy for us lately, and that's what this card is telling us. It's the moment of identity shift that you're invited to transcend the limitations of the ego and embrace the identity of being a multidimensional being of light. You're not just a singular entity confined by the constraints of time and space. We've talked about this, Libra. No, you're a radiant spark of divinity woven into the fabric of the cosmos. That's what this card is all about. This is about embracing sacredness of your energy, recognizing you're an integral part of the greater whole and intricately connected to all that is. You are here for a reason, for reasons. It doesn't have to be some grand thing either, right? That's not what life purpose has to be. It can be just to be happy, to grow, to learn, right? That can be your life purpose. So your awareness is most powerful for manifesting your next level of being. So it's about awareness. So by aligning your thoughts, intentions, and actions to the highest aspirations of your soul, you have the ability to co-create the reality in alignment with your divine purpose. So trust in the wisdom of your inner guidance and allow it to lead you towards manifestation of your deepest desires and highest potential. Wow. What a card. What a way to close out a reading. I don't think I need to get another card. That's fantastic. Love the deck, love the book, love Britta Bowman. So here it is, by the way. Yeah, I love her work. I don't have any connection other than I own almost every deck verse. Now let's get some galactic angel messages to close this out. All right. Ooh, Libra. 2 choices stand before you. Use your mind and intuition to make the decision. Again, that balance. We keep getting that, like balance of heart and head, you know? And I'm always by your side, guiding you along your path. Watch for my light. One more. Dance like no one's watching. Find a way to connect with your innocent energy of your soul. Right? And let's get a number card and then animal cards, and we will be on our way. Thank you so much for being here, giving me this time. 2222. Sign of balance and harmony. Maintain your balance with positivity. Wow, Libra. We're getting hit over the head here with this whole balance, balance, balance. I mean, as if we don't want that. We do want that. We're Libras. You know, of course we want balance. All right. What else do we have? What else? For Libra. For Libra. Now that our chakras have spoken. All right. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Oh, wow. Look at all the blue on this one. More blue. So you have self-reliance, card 5, Earth Star Chakra. Let go of resistance. Flow forward in the direction that's calling you and trust you have everything you need to succeed on this journey. Bottom of the deck, Lion, Illumination. Oh, this is great. Soul Star Chakra. You know why this is great? Because the Soul Star Chakra is above, just above your seventh chakra, your crown, right? And then your Earth Star Chakra is below your root chakra in the earth. It's down, it's down into the earth a little bit. So I love this because we're getting that earth spirit connection with our final 2 cards. So, Illumination with Lion, card 54. You are a being of royal majesty. Don't be afraid of your power. Let your divine radiance illuminate the world. Yes, that is the whole reading. That's what it's all about here. So thank you all so much for being here. Wishing you a very happy birthday season. Take care.